Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Spirit Show with me, Paul Salmon. I'm a psychic medium, and today I brought someone along who I thought a bit of a recap. A past guest, Peggy Weber, spiritualist photographer. Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning, Paul.
Are you well?
Very good, thank you.
Good. I said we brought you back because you were one of my first guests on the Eternal Spirit
That's right,
Show.
yeah.
And we say, I don't know, do you officially call yourself a spiritual photographer?
I don't know how it
Or
happened.
did I give you that tag?
I think you gave me the tag.
Well, we'll keep that. It's a good one. So what do you mean? What do you take photographs of?
Well, I've seen spirit ever since I was a small child.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, at one stage I went to a graveyard with my mother and family because someone was being buried, and they said, I asked why everyone was crying because I didn't understand why they were crying, and my mother said she had to be quiet because I couldn't let everyone hear her. So when she got home, she was telling me this, and she said, look, she said that you see the lovely box over there, they're saying goodbye to their mother. She's going away. And I said, look, Ma, she's not in the box, she's over there with those people, and I could see her like I'm looking at you.
Right.
And without knowing it, for years I've been getting stuff on camera, full spirit people.
What, their head?
Everything, bodily,
Really?
the whole thing. I've got amazing, hundreds of photos.
Oh, right.
I've never published because I didn't know how to go.
Well, I've not seen those, Peggy.
You haven't seen it, no.
But what I have seen is you taking photos of orbs.
Yes.
Now, can you explain what orbs are?
Yes, it's an energy light that our loved ones can keep in contact with, and people get confused and they think because they see a ball of light, there's nothing, it's nothing. But this is an energy that they're in, and
Right.
when you see a ghost, they actually come from the orb. But what you don't see is the orb. They have to go back to the light again after a few seconds.
So how come some people, you've taken photographs of a spirit, like
Yeah.
the ghost in, but how come they show themselves as a full body, but sometimes as an orb?
I don't. Only they know that.
Yeah.
It's when they come.
So maybe they haven't gone on to...
I've seen, and I know this would sound, but I've seen like a gigantic egg orb in my room one day at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was cleaning the sink and I couldn't see the wardrobe, so the light was so bright. Then everything cleared, and there stood my husband with my grandchild. Tony, he put the baby down on the floor sitting and held his hands out to me, just like I'm looking at you, and walked over to me. I said, you're home, babe. His clothes, everything. It was amazing. Then the light again, back, gone.
It's like you've been given a gift of... I mean, I know other
Yes.
people photograph orbs, but you photograph so many, it seems like,
It's not just orbs. I mean, it's stuff like religious figures I've seen, and I don't believe in organised religion.
No.
I don't believe in anyone killing each other or religion. Religion's in here.
Yeah.
It's how you are in yourself. And this is a crucifix that was got in Suffolk a few years ago.
But what is it about you, do you think? How come you've got this gift to photograph orbs whenever you like, and some might be lucky and get
It's
one or two?
strange. I often think about that, and I think, well, so many people in history that see amazing visions in it, and they were really put down for it. But they're trying to work with us down here and give us the knowledge. It's not goodbye when you say goodbye, farewell to someone. It's not goodbye.
It's the beginning,
It's
isn't
the
it?
beginning.
Peggy, now let's talk. Here's that little catch-up bit since I last saw you.
Okay.
We, together with a group of people, went to Rendlesham Forest
Yes.
and photographing orbs.
Yes.
Boy, was that good.
Oh, it was amazing. And we will get all those pictures to you.
Yeah, okay. But one thing, well, it's a few things fascinates me. Do you remember, we spent quite a lot of time together then,
Yeah.
and I photographed a blue orb, then I moved 100 yards or metres nowadays up the road, and I just clicked into the sky, and the same orb appeared, the same blue orb. And further up the road, I just photographed the sky again, which was dark, of course, and that same orb appeared. Now,
because they knew from the first time, they knew you'd already acknowledged it.
Right.
So they wanted to keep confirming it's us.
Yeah.
And they keep giving us your time until you know, and you'll recognise it the next time.
Yeah. So maybe
and that will lead on then to better visions and more clearer visions.
So do you, when you begin an evening or a daytime of photographing orbs, do you pray to God, or do you open up anything to ask them to come
No,
in?
I don't meditate.
Yeah.
I have been to meditations, but I couldn't do it. And as soon as the meditations were finished, click, there they were.
Yeah.
I just, myself, and when I hear a noise or they knock on the door,
Because they make noises as
no,
well.
they give me signs to take the pictures.
Yeah. So, but these orbs you talk, they appear in different colours, don't they?
Yes.
What's all that about then?
Oh, it's astonishing. It's just the stronger energies and the way they want to show themselves in different. And it's like last night I was staying in a hotel quite close to here actually, and it was actually alive with orbs. And I said, lads, you all got to get to the hairdressers because we're on telly tomorrow. Click, and there they all were.
So the orbs just don't appear on film. Well, it's not film nowadays, is it?
Yes, no.
But you actually see these orbs
Visually.
with the naked eye.
Oh, ever since I was down here, I used to call them magic lights.
Right, so what happened in the hotel last night?
The hotel was amazing. I've stayed in that hotel so many times before, and actually there's one picture, it's a blue one with a ring around the face by a tree. That was taken at the hotel a while ago now.
Because we saw Tony Stockwell
Yes,
just medium work
yeah,
at the Orwell Hotel,
Yes.
or St Elizabeth Hotel, a few months ago. Well,
That-
last year, was it?
last year,
And you took a photograph
Yes.
outside the hotel
Yeah.
of this blue orb,
yes.
and that
They're
was
just
there last night.
confirming they were there, and yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
they were here last night, the blue again, turned up again last night, same blue orb, same place.
So it's the same
In
person.
and outside.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same. If there's a particular group of spirits, really, they stay persistent because they're working with you.
Yeah.
Once they start working with you,
Yeah.
they won't give up.
Now, the highlight for me at Windlesham Forest was we went on a little dip. that
Oh,
evening,
yes. Like,
And you took my photograph. Now I'm surrounded in one photograph by fog, and now with the naked eye, it wasn't there, was it?
no, absolutely not.
So, right, you've got the orbs on one
Yeah.
hand. I mean, I took some photographs and I got one or two, but
Yeah.
you've got thousands. So I've got the orbs on one hand and this foggy mist, which sometimes encapsulates people.
Yes.
What's that about? What is the mist?
The actual mist are the orbs. Because the orbs, when they manifest
Yeah.
and they're trying to, that becomes the mist.
Did they burst open or something?
Yes. Yes.
And they manifest
Yes.
in different shapes. Because I took one of it. It looked like a dog.
Yes, the shape, because they're trying to show you it can be an animal in your family, it can be something that you're related
Yeah.
to, and
Right.
it'll
But-
keep getting better. You will get more.
But I can't see what this mist was. But there's another photograph you took of me. It wasn't just me, I hasten to add. It's a lot of people you took photographs of. But there's one of me being followed by fog.
That's astonishing. It's not as
But-
misty people.
But
it's
that
like-
wasn't mist, that was like thick.
well, you can see the heads, you can see the
Ectoplasm,
people in it and everything. My daughter, she's going to email those to you.
Right.
Unfortunately, we've had a bad year with people in family, and
Yeah.
it hasn't been a good year for us, and I haven't had time to get the...
No, that's all right.
So-
But what's the highlight for you at Windlesham Forest? Would it be in that valley?
That saucer, I call it like, I have it in my head, it's like somewhere a saucer of some kind
Yeah.
landed and made a dip, and
But-
it's totally magical there. I'm going back soon.
But what I like is the way you interpret these orbs. Where
Yes.
I look at something, I can't see what the heck it is, and you say, oh, it's such and such.
Yes,
Except when we went to Felixstowe not long ago, on the seafront,
oh yeah,
right? And I took a photo of you,
yeah,
and you blew it up on your camera, and I said, oh my God, there's a man with a little child.
yes.
And it wasn't just
Oh,
the
yes.
face. Do you know who they were, by any
Well,
chance?
they would have been connected to you.
Oh, for me, was it?
Yes,
I thought
they
it
would
was-
have definitely
So I took
come
a
out for you.
photograph of you thinking they're
Yeah.
for you. I wonder who they were.
I must have another look back on that one actually, because
But you can't deny it because people say orbs, they're
Oh.
just circles of light, but they're not,
people
really,
are going to say that
aren't they?
as long as we're on this airplane. It's only, there will come a day when people will look. It's not goodbye. People are trying to stay connected,
And it's a way of them manifesting
Yeah.
themselves the best they can.
I
to
call
say,
them the
"Oh,
lads."
yeah."
whether they're women, children, or what. Because I said, lads, there's too many of you up there. I can't be individual.
Well, let's hold up one of these to the camera. Of us, actually, it's at Windlesham Forest, isn't it?
Yes,
Right? Where are we? There we are.
that was taken
Now,
at
there's
Windlesham
myself,
Park.
there's Peggy, and there's one of our friends, whoever that is. And what we've done, we've blown up the photograph. Right? So there's an orb there. all these little orbs around. But we've blown one up, and can you see the face in there?
They're astonishing, actually.
You can, it's marvellous. I don't know who that is, mind you.
I think it's an uncle of yours. But I
Do you
have
know?
that feeling because I
I've got-
only get the pictures. You're a medium, and but
Yeah,
like,
I've not really.
every time I look at that, I think of an uncle.
But if we go higher up on the photograph, we've blown up some of these little orbs,
Yeah,
and you can see a face here,
there's a lady in there.
right? And it's absolutely all shapes and colours and
They're
things.
just fabulous.
Yeah, there's another one, a face. So they're just not circles of light, are they? In fact, I've taken some, and you can actually see. It's like looking at a map of the Earth.
Yes.
It's got the
Yeah,
vertical and what?
because there's so many
What's the
different energies
technical
in
na-
one.
What's
There's
the
so many
technical
different.
name
Yeah,
of these lines? Horizontal and meridian lines and stuff. But yes, we've got a lot of work to do together, Peggy.
it's very strange when you're a child, you know, and you're down by a river in your little magical place, and you see all these sparkly lights.
Yeah,
And I
fascinating.
never knew what they were, and they never left me, and I hope they never do.
But then
'Cause I
again, you
couldn't-
see, when I work, I can see spirit people. I hear them, see them, but I don't see orbs. And
See, they work with us all in different ways, and it's up to all of us to bring it all together
Yeah, and
and
make
help
sense of
them.
it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without any jealousies, without any of this one's got that one, or I'm above myself, or whatever. It shouldn't be like that.
Or
We
maybe
should be
one,
all together.
maybe one day we can work together, do
I'd-
an evening of
I'd
clairvoyance,
love it.
and you can
And so
explain.
would
Yeah, let's do that
I
sometime.
think we've been guided to do that, actually.
I'll stick with you, Peggy. I think.
Yeah.
But there's something exciting coming up for you.
Yes.
A book.
Yes.
Tell me about this. I mean, it's been
Well,
accepted by Hay House Publishers.
yes. We're halfway through it. I've done quite a bit of it now, but I've had to stop again in the last 2 months because of family.
Right.
And I want to get cracking on it now, get it done before I'm up there myself.
So did you just contact the publishers and
Yes,
say
and they
that?
looked at this. They looked at the at my website,
Yeah.
and I think that's what made their minds up whether they take the book.
Right. Now, do you
I'm delighted because Hay House I really love.
do you have to have a meeting with them and collaborate and say?
No,
which
it's all done
pictures-
at the moment but we will be meeting.
Mm.
We will be meeting with
Because I
someone.
mean,
and see.
you'll get a choice, won't you, of what
Yes.
photographs to put in. And,
Oh yeah.
and no doubt
Yeah.
they will as well. But what about writing it? Have you got someone else to help write the book
Yes,
for you?
I've got only myself. I'm keeping it family like. My daughter is brilliant,
Yeah. Excellent.
and she's gifted with her father's brain. It's certainly not mine.
So it won't be just a coffee table picture book. It'll be a.
Oh, it's going. I want to do a good job for Spirit.
Mm,
I'm certainly not in this for money or gain.
mm,
It's too precious to me, and it's priceless.
mm.
And I need to get it out and do a good job for them.
Oh, I'll have a signed copy of you when
Yeah,
it's all.
thank.
When's it likely to be finished?
I'm hoping to look now. Say about 2 or 3 months anyway.
Yeah.
Because now
Mm.
concentration's going to go back
Yeah,
onto
sure.
full.
But then
Get it done.
it takes about a year to get it published, doesn't it? Really, books.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I don't know. Then it'll be up to them. I have to send
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first
yeah. Yeah.
on to them and see what they'll say, and then come back.
What sticks in your mind as one of the most amazing photographs you've ever taken?
The crucifix.
We can't see that on camera so good, but
No, it's
tell
a
me.
great pity because I'm not, and people will start to think that maybe you're trying to put religion down.
Mm,
I've seen religious figures with my eyes
mm,
as well since I was a child,
mm.
like I'm looking at you.
So tell me about the crucifix. Where was it? Where did
It
you
was a
photograph
place
it?
called, it's in Suffolk actually, and it's,
Never mind, it's somewhere in Suffolk.
it's a famous church. You should go there.
Right.
What's wrong with me? I've got a thing.
That's right. Leave that for now, Peggy, because we
Okay.
can't hold you up to the camera. So it's just a plain crucifix with, or was it shining bright when you saw it, or was it an orb?
No, it's what actually happened. An elderly friends of mine took me down to show me this ancient church.
Mm.
And coming over the bridge, the church was locked and I was really disappointed. And anyway, coming across the bridge going back home, I had the most overwhelming feeling to get out of the car, and he wouldn't. He said, "Peggy, you'll get killed, you know, it's too narrow, the road." And anyway, got out, click, back into the car, and I didn't bother.
Mm.
Once the clicking had gone with the camera, I started to feel okay. When I got home, and Harry Phillips, said, "Peggy, did you get anything after all that?" And when we looked at it, the three of us couldn't believe our eyes when we saw this beautiful picture of the crucifix.
Well, it's there for you then, wasn't it?
I've made a
sign.
discovery since then on a book about saints, and Saint Francis saw the same vision. Exactly.
Right.
It's illustrated the same. So in my book, it's going to be compared to that.
It's fascinating. Is there somewhere you'd like in the whole world where you'd like to go to see if you get any orbs somewhere or religious symbols?
I'm going to start going to all ancient places, but my place first will have to be back to Rendlesham Forest because I can't get it. It's in my blood at the moment. I've got to go back there.
And it's local, isn't it? It's not too far.
No.
And maybe, or if you could do like old ruined abbeys and castles.
Yeah,
and
I've been asked. I'm going to go to the war graves in France and places like that because I know that that's going to be special.
You'll have to do that and come back with some results and show
Yeah.
us. But Pat, your daughter, has she got your gift for taking photographs?
Yes, she has.
She has she?
It's very strange. As the mediumship in one way or another has come down to the family. My grandmother was a Romany gypsy.
Ah.
And as kids, we used to wonder why she was filling her teacups with tea and then doing this and chucking it out.
Waste of tea.
But she was a tea reader. She was amazing at it. But she guided me. When I used to see all these visions as a kid, and she'd tell me to be quiet, don't tell the nuns at school.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have, people won't listen.
Yeah.
And they told me to be quiet and they guided me, but they never told me to shut up. They didn't want to hear it anymore. My mum and my grandmother were amazing.
I just thought you'll have to take some photographs in here in our studio.
Yeah.
Our new Felixstowe TV studio, and see what you pick up. Because it used to be, I won't say what it used to be, this building, but I think you'll know. But they make noises when you're by yourself, like in the hotel room. And
yeah, they'll knock like this.
And can you converse with them?
I do.
You do?
I have lovely communication with them for years and years now. Yeah. And when I hear literally knocking on the door, I say, "Oh, for crying out loud, I thought you could walk through it."
Yeah.
And then I get out of the bed one night, opened the door and said, "Right, who is it?"
Yeah.
Took a picture with one, and I've got a lot of family pictures on the wall. And there was an orb on my husband's, my grandmother's and my granddad's. I said, "Oh, it's you three." Because they were putting the orbs on the pictures to show me who they were.
It must be a bit, it's not mundane, it's still fascinating, but in a way it must be taken for granted now. I mean, like I was on a ghost hunt once and I said, "Oh, there's a ghost," because I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
To anyone else, it's ghost.
I know, it's strange.
And to you, I'd love to see an orb, but it's an everyday
last
occurrence.
Night the hotel was astonishing. There was blue ones, pink ones, green ones, white ones.
Yeah. And can you feel the energy as well?
Yes.
You can?
Yeah.
It's just not visual. You can actually... What do you feel? Heat?
Oh, I feel so hot. And like,
Yeah.
like cobwebs. Like, it's amazing.
And do you get some like spirit guides coming as orbs?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
I've got a funny story about my spirit guide. I've got a Tibetan spirit guide. His name is San. And I've got an artist's impression of him on the wall next to my husband's. And one night I put a rose up for him as a thank you, and I asked him to give me a sign if he saw the rose, and right over the rose was an O. This went on for 10 minutes, and then I got out of the bed and I put a little note up for the guide, on which I've got still the pictures. I asked him, "Can you see the note I put up for you?" And then he moved from down over and put a note there. I sat back in the bed and I said, "San, are you the one that makes me feel really hot?" Nothing came out on San's, and Tony's one was full, big old on Tony's. He's probably thinking, "What do you mean? Another man asking if he's making you feel hot?" It's the way they communicate. It's brilliant.
Oh, fascinating. But like you say, each to his or her own, because you have the gift of that, and others, mediums, clairvoyants,
absolutely
different ways.
They know what they're doing. We don't fully know, but they're bringing us all together to bring it in different ways and make up the story.
Well, they brought you here today, haven't they?
Yeah.
To pass on your knowledge and.
I never hope I'll never become one of these people that kind of thinks I'm this, I'm that, and I've got this, and no one else has got this. Because I'm not.
No.
I'm only a messenger. pure and simple. It's not my ability, it's theirs.
No, I think I can foresee you being a psychic, that you'll be on the rostrum again, giving talks and with your book.
Can I have that in writing, please?
Certainly can.
Do you know?
You'll be on national tour with your book.
I'm
book
so
signings.
tense now being on this. It seems so strange being behind the camera for a change, in front of
the camera.
Oh God.
Peggy, what's your website? You have a website.
I
where
have, yes.
People can look at your orbs.
There'll be new photos going on soon.
Yeah.
I've got thousands and thousands of pictures. If you only used to be so shocked.
I'll have another look.
Accumulation.
What's your website?
It's www.peggyweber.spiritlinks.co.uk. All one word.
Right.
And one B in Weber.
And if you forget that, just type in Peggy Weber.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Or get in touch with us
Yeah.
here at Felixstowe TV.
And please excuse me, I'm shaking and...
What are you shaking for?
I am.
Calm. You've been a wonderful guest again. Thank you, Peggy.
Thank you so much, and thank you, everyone.
Look, go photograph all these war graves and...
I want to
back
build up a story now.
And next time, show us some of these photographs.
Yes, will do, Paul.
Peggy, thanks for
so
having
much.
us.
No, thank you.
No, it's not you. Thanks for having us. Thanks for being my guest.
Here, that sounds
It's
weird.
live. Anything can happen on Felixstowe TV. Thanks
I
very
think my
much.
husband will be coming in a minute.
We'll have a chat afterwards.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye and
Thank you.
God bless.
Oh.